Peter, thanks very much for coming. And I heard Zando on one of the terrestrial radio stations about 3 or 4 months ago, and there was quite a sort of quirky campaign going on, very new. And then suddenly I read in the Business Times of the Sunday Times yesterday that a giant Wall Street bank is taking a stake in you. It's quite a quick transition. It's almost like an Instagram type story, isn't it?
Yeah. No, for us it's a big success, obviously. It was great news that JP Morgan invested in Zando, and we're very proud to actually announce it.
You can't tell us how much it is, of course.
Unfortunately, I can't disclose that.
But you've got to inspire the people that are watching. I mean, we talk a lot about on CNBC Africa about the importance of small and medium-sized enterprises. So you can't even give us a hint of, okay, never mind the money. Why have they done it? That's probably the most important thing.
So I mean, it's basically they saw the potential in the market, and that's why they invested in Zando. The money we'll use on the one side to continuously improve our portfolio, to make sure like we can offer our customers as much variety as possible on the one side, and on the other side, we also want to use it to continuously improve our operations, meaning deliver on time, all the time in all over South Africa, but also improve further our customer service center.
I'm getting ahead of myself now. Firstly, what is Zando? Zando, obviously an online shopping experience. Specifically fashion or other products as well? Maybe you can tell us a bit more.
So we started off mostly with footwear. We added then further categories such as apparel and accessories, and then we now actually also added beauty and home products. So it's continuously increasing product portfolio.
And your background again, because it's so there will be people watching now that will be inspired by this. I mean, how did you get into this? You didn't suddenly say, "Well, now I'm an investment banker or a retailer or something like that," and I suddenly go into online retailing. There must have been a progression. What happened?
So basically myself, I was actually working for McKinsey. I did several projects all over the world, one also here in South Africa. And then together with my other MD and the co-founder, the second co-founder, Manuel Koza, he was working for BCG also in South Africa partly.
So financial consultancy was your background really?
Management consultancy, yes. Yeah, exactly. And then we both saw, when we had our project here in South Africa, that there's a huge potential for online shopping, and it's pretty much untapped. So that was kind of the ignition for us to decide, we want to launch Zando here in South Africa. And then together with Rocket Internet, it was kind of the first support to actually make this happen.
Yeah, it's very interesting because I would have thought that despite the fact there wasn't already a substantial online retailer presence in South Africa, I would have thought that we were a little bit immature, both from a broadband point of view and from a cultural point of view, to actually embrace this type of offering.
No, it's absolutely. I mean, when we came here, like kind of the biggest challenges we had initially was on the one side, people actually haven't experienced too much online shopping. So they especially in fashion, where you actually go into shop and touch and feel, that's kind of missing. But people are actually getting more and more used to it. That's the one topic. The second topic is also in terms of having the trust to actually spend money online, that we continuously try to overcome with different payment methods. We now have 5 different payment methods. For example, cash on delivery, EFT, credit card, debit card, or e-bucks. And that kind of gives the customer confidence of shopping online.
But never mind the payment method. I mean, the cash on delivery I can understand. I mean, if I didn't want the thing, I'd just hide behind the curtains, pretend I wasn't there, and you could then go away. But more seriously, what products actually work and what products don't work? Because I know, speaking to my co-host Alicia earlier on, I mean, a woman goes into a shop, a man goes into a shop, never mind the sexism angle here, and stands around and looks at him and herself and everything, and then just after about 5 minutes, no, I don't want that. What happens with you? I mean, do they send it back? I mean, this is a great thing for you because maybe they're reluctant to send the thing back should it not fit. There must be some things that work and don't work.
So just to answer the first question in terms of what happens, so if someone orders something and the person doesn't like it, they can actually instantly try it on a doorstep. So that in combination with cash on delivery actually makes it super convenient for the customers because there's no risk exposure whatsoever. So I think that's the one side. And then in terms of what products are working, it's kind of representing our portfolio, I would say. I mean, we have a lot of footwear, we have a lot of apparel online, but also accessories. And actually we see huge feedback on all these categories.
Clearly footwear is probably the one that works the best, and that's why you started with it.
I wouldn't say it works the best. I think it was the easiest to start with. But also apparel shows a super response of the market, and also accessories. So basically all the categories we have online actually gives us a good feedback.
Okay, let's broaden this now and talk about the implications for the high street, as we would call it overseas, or the shopping mall in South Africa, the shopping mall. I mean, is this the end of it? I mean, will the shopping mall eventually in South Africa, not now, not in the next 2, 3, 5 years, but in the next 10, 15 years, will they just be literally a shop window for a company, and most shopping, or a good deal of our shopping, will be done online, and therefore have profound implications, for example, property developers?
Well, it's hard to say, obviously. I mean, that's kind of could happen in the very far future. I think there will be always some kind of offline shopping still happening. I think the general trend we see in for example, in the US, in Europe, is that online shopping is continuously increasing and reaching. I think it's still it's not at the kind of potential where it could be.
Okay, well, keep it up, and well done on your investment from the Wall Street Bank. You've been going for 9 months, right?
Yes, correct.
That was very quick.
Yeah.
That's Peter. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Peter Allerstorfer, who is the MD and co-founder of Zando.